Live presser happening. India's obviously not doing too good, looking at their 8th successive test loss overseas.
At the end of the day, I think as a bunch of youngsters that are there in the squad, we'll try to take as much as learning as possible from this series and walk away with our heads high and try and put it into use elsewhere.
Yeah. Ashwin, are you fearful of, a nation that is so passionate about its cricket, are you fearful of what the reception might be for the rest of the team when we get back?
See, we've never had that at the back of the mind, as in, if you're going to think about what's going to happen, and supposing this goes wrong, it never works like that in life. I mean, even if you're going to work for a firm, you don't think something's going to go wrong and really do something. So it's just that we've tried our best and it's not come our way. And if you're going to ever think about what's going to happen at home, we can't really do anything in the present.
Yeah. Ashwin, what are game changes in this series? Have you not been thinking the back end line of India, trying to just shake things up?
If I would know about anything that had been spoken about, I'd definitely like to share it with you guys. But I don't really belong in the top 7 to be knowing if that was really a thought going along. But I was always at number 8, so my duty was always to keep and really post some score on the board for the bowlers to really work with if at all there was a trouble or a slump. So that was one thing we really concentrated on. We really wanted to outplay the Australian tail before we came into the series, and I think we put a decent step forward and got a few runs with that respect.
How happy are you with your own going forward in the streets? The times in this from outside that you bowled 3 good balls and then 1 short ball. How happy are you? What do you think?
As a matter of fact, I bowled pretty well in Melbourne. There have been phases in the series that I bowled really well and the rewards haven't come, and I haven't had any. I wouldn't say it's like you create your own luck, but I would never put the word saying I haven't had much of luck in terms of really closing out on the 4th or 5th wicket or probably the 3rd or 4th wicket on occasions. But I thought we've always stumbled on a roadblock where we've got the 3 wickets and not really got the 4th quickly enough to really attack as a whole, and gone into a break and come back and really not seized the initiative. There have been situations that happen like that, and with due credit, I think them as a whole, and not as a whole, just a couple of batsmen probably, they've used their feet pretty well, and with respect to that, I've tried to adjust myself. And in Australian conditions and with the Kookaburra ball, even if you've deceived them in the flight, they just go through with the shot. So these are a few learnings that I've taken back, and probably really stuff that I can work on with respect to batsmen when they're stepping out on wickets that has nothing. But as a whole, if you want me to be really honest, I think the ball's come out really well out of my hand, and I've really enjoyed the challenge that's been thrown at me, and I've tried to really put forward with the bat and the ball.
Yes, please.
Having seen 9 fielders around the back tonight, do you think you can put up any resistance at all tomorrow?
9 fielders around, depends on who you're talking about. If it is about the spinner, yes. I think even we can try and put a challenge against the spinner even if there are 9 fielders around. And this is a scenario that happened before with 9 slips with the Aussie team. It can happen when things go right. You can just about try anything and pull the rabbit out of the hat. But yes, we've succumbed as a whole and we don't have an answer to that. So probably some other time we can probably reply in reward.
Ashwin, a few days ago in your last press conference, you said the team is not embarrassed, and but now with the game 0 away test Whitewash nearly sealed, what would you want to say to the Indian fans, and what should they expect for the T20 and ODI series?
I think it will be nice if you can rephrase the question, because the word embarrassment is really not the right word, because nobody has done anything faulty. We've not fooled or cheated anybody. So that's the only thing I got furious about when you said embarrassed. We are extremely disappointed. That's the word probably I can use and say we're extremely disappointed. But there is no need for embarrassment. It's a sport, and at the end of the day, we've all competed hard at the ground. It's not like we've just chucked it away. We've just given it everything that we've had. Yes, we've come down short on occasions, and there have been moments that we could have seized and it could have looked different. It's not just a cover-up thing, and I'm sure as being cricket writers for so long, you must be knowing about it as well. We've just not seized the initiatives, and we've not had enough reserve in the bank to really do it. But at the end of the day, yes, we are extremely disappointed.
Are you looking forward to start fresh with the ODI?
Everything's going to be a fresh start. It's going to be a different ball game. The color of the ball also changes, so hopefully we can change our luck as well.
Yes, please.
Just continuing on that, will it be hard to face the Indians when you get home?
I don't know. We'll definitely put our best foot forward. I think there might be different scenarios and different conditions when different teams travel to different places. That's what we've seen over